Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of my series. Well, I guess I'm gonna make it a new series. But it's the Classmaker series where I make unique classes and stuff and I show them to you. So let's get started. This would be the miscellaneous class playthrough where you get to use all of the kind of weird weapons of Terraria. So the first things up are flails, because you can't admit that it's kind of weird having like a mace thingy in Terraria. And there's a lot of different kinds of them, and they're just overall cool to use. Next up is spears, which they're pretty simple. You just like you kind of stab them, and they're kind of unique because they have like their own animation and stuff, and then no weapon attacks similar to them. Next up is the yo-yo, because their yo-yos are cool, and some people already do playthroughs with yo-yos, but I think there's just like not enough yo-yos to do a genuine class playthroughs, and you had to get a mod or something. And then here's the Book of Skulls, which is pretty unique, and it just represents regular books and stuff, like magic books. Now here's the enchanted boomerang. Or well, just boomerangs in general. I just think they're kind of odd in a way. I don't know, might just be me, but, and they're kind of fun to play with. So next up we have sentries, which this one's actually this one's in the event, but sentries are basically just like summoning weapons, which the creature actually just like falls to the ground instead of moving everywhere. Now next up we have bows and other items that change arrows into different things. So here I have the Sharinga. So if I get an arrow, you could see here that it's just a regular wooden arrow, but as I fire it out of the Sharinga, it turns any single animal into spectral arrows. So that's pretty much the category. Any ranged weapons that turn projectiles into other projectiles. Now chakarims, I think they're I'm not sure if they also count as boomerangs, although I just made sure to include them, because they're just pretty cool weapons in general. Now there's beam swords, which are simple, just like swords that shoot out projectiles, and I just think that's cool. And there are very many weapons in the game which do that. So next up is sickles and stuff, because there aren't that many sickles in the game, and most of them are very cool. Most of them also shoot projectiles. Actually, I think all of them do. Now on to the next one, claws. Basically, I think really like there's like one weapon similar to this one. And besides that, there's this weapon is kind of unique. There's really only one weapon which shoots like this, and you get it in the solar eclipse. So these claws are pretty cool. And there are also a few exceptions of other weird weapons, like for example the flying knife, which is just generally a really cool weapon, and well, very odd. Next is the KO cannon. I'm not some people might classify it as a mace, but it's kind of not at the same time. It's just a confusing weapon. Also, and stuff like the chain knife like this are also count in the class, because I still kind of think those are like the ball of hurt and stuff. So now here's Arcalis. I just chose this because 1, it's super rare, and 2, well, the animation looks really cool. Now pretty much all of all of these weapons, like the Brand of Inferno for the Dungeon Defenders, which they all have cool stuff. Like for example, this one, it gives you right click to guard with a shield. This one just like a cool spear, and it summons ghosts as it hits enemies. This one is just really cool because, well, you could just see it as a very unique attack, and this is I do use Constellaria when I do vanilla playthroughs and stuff, just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. So, and this is the Tomagiri. It does count as a spear, but it was just really cool, and I wanted to include it. So that's my idea for the miscellaneous class. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and bye.